Oh shit. Wow, wow. Testing. 1, 2. Mic check. Mic check. Luda. Thanks for coming. Welcome to Sabbath Sunday, Father's Day edition. Yoga, ritual. And since it's Father's Day, since we're celebrating the forefathers of heavy metal, I thought it was appropriate to take it back to the beginning, the OG. We're going to crush out about, I think this album's like an hour, 49 minutes or something like that. Yoga session today to the first Black Sabbath record. So if you don't jive with hearing it through the Crips sound system, I would put on the first record on Spotify, put in some headphones or whatever, follow along to the movements. Easy. It's going to be a nice, Sabbath Sunday is always a chill yoga sesh. We work a little bit, but it's a lot more meditative and deep and stretchy. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so I'm going to throw this on, and I want y'all to lay down on your back with your knees up, feet in towards your butt, feet on the ground, knees up, laying on your back. And we're going to set the vibe. We're going to set the mood. It's rainy. There's bats flying around. It's 1970. You just took a fat rip of the bong and you don't know what's going on. Oh my God. We're going to lay here. Can we get your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your heart? And we're just going to breathe. Big inhale from your belly all the way up to your head. And then exhale from your head all the way down and out through your belly. Big inhale again. And exhale. And one more time, big inhale. And exhale it all out, squeezing your belly. Feel your chest fall. Engage your core. And then we're going to straighten both legs down, both arms up. Full body stretch. On the exhale, can we curl both knees in towards the chest and give ourselves a hug like this? And just rock back and forth and massage your spine. Wake up our body here. What is it? Can we keep the right knee hugged in? Straighten out the left leg, let the heel drop. And just hold here. Really draw that right knee into your armpit. Straighten that left leg more to open up the hips. Take one more breath here. And on the next inhale, we're going to straighten the right leg to meet the left. Both arms up overhead. Right here. Big stretch. And exhale, we bend the left knee in. Nice work, homies. On the next inhale, full body stretch again. Straighten the left leg. Both arms up, medieval torture device style. We're pulling ourselves apart. Find length in the spine. And then we're going to exhale and crunch in both knees again. Give yourself a hug. Try to curl your nose up to your knees. And then drop the feet. Arms come out to the sides. And just windshield wiper from left to right. Your knees. Pushing your lower back and outer glutes into the mat. And the next time your knees are up, can we bring them in? Grab behind the knees, and then straighten the feet up. Give yourself some wiggles. Wiggles is a anatomically correct term for ankle circles. We're there. Can we bend the knees and maybe try to grab towards the ankles or the outer foot? Pulling both knees in towards the armpits and rocking back and forth. Happy baby, or happy dead baby as we like to call it around here. Always keep the rocking going. Metaphorically and literally, keep the rocking going. With every exhale, maybe we can feel ourselves pull the knees deeper in towards the armpit. Any weirdness you feel in your hips, just breathe into that. Be present with it. It's early, I know. Alright, we're going to bring the feet together, knees together, bend in the knees, drop both knees to the left, look to the right. On your next breath, same thing to the other side. Knees come to the right, we look to the left. And we lie in the twist, bringing our knees to the ground and our top shoulder closer to the ground. If it doesn't reach, no sweat. Our left hand up, bend over to the right. We're going to push ourselves up to all fours. So we're going to walk out, hands and knees, get a little wizardy, and we're going to run through our cat-cows. If y'all have been practicing yoga with me, you know the cat-cows. If not, allow me to explain. We exhale, round the back, drop the chin. Inhale, drop the belly, butt up, chin up, take a breath in, and exhale out. Hold in each position for as long as you need. It's a great way to warm up your back. And then we inhale. As long as you stay with your breath, inhale when you look up and cow. Exhale when you round. It's the only rule you gotta follow. When your back is rounded, try to pull those shoulder blades apart. Spine towards the ceiling, we open up. And then we crunch in to articulate, wave our spine down. Back and forth. Alright, let's give our back a little break. So just return to a neutral back, neutral spine. And we're just going to draw some circles for our wrists, right? So we just bring our chest over our wrist in a clockwise position. Keep the arms nice and straight. You will feel a little tension there. Warm up the wrist joint tendons. And then wherever you're at, let's reverse that circle. If you're a rebel and went counterclockwise first, go clockwise now. Or do whatever you want, don't listen to me at all, that's totally cool. Word. Can we get the heels of the hands together like that, like we're Sub-Zero shooting an ice ball? And just go left to right. Maybe we come up on the fingertips a little bit. A few rotations of that, staying with our deep breath through your nose. And then we bring the fingers towards us, if we can do that, or as close as we can get, pointing towards us. And we shift forward and back. You know, if this hurts really bad, don't do it and hurt yourself. Go slow. We're going to work up to stuff like this. It doesn't look like much, but if you've never done it before, it can be a bitch. Like my mom. I mean, your mom, but it's Father's Day. I'm allowed to make mom jokes, right? Cool, cool. Last one for the wrists. We're going to flip knuckles down. Fingers still point towards you, but knuckles come down. We make a fist and open the fist. Both hands or one at a time. Whatever's easier for you. Make a fist and then open the fist. Good work, Emmys. One more. We're going to return back to our all fours position, or actually come up on your knees and just shake out your wrist first. I like. Take a breath. Arms come up. And then exhale, hands down through heart center. Come back on all fours. And we're going to still work for the lower back and the spine. With our bird dogs. Let's straighten the left leg out. Even out your pelvis, right? Brace the core. Walk out onto the fingertips of the right hand. And then we inhale and float both up and try to brace and balance for a minute. Maybe not literally a minute, but a few breaths. I love that song, by the way. Can't get enough harmonica in the early Sabbath. They should have done it more. But what do I know? Can we crunch in the elbow to knee, squeeze the belly? Plant the hand. Keep the knee bent and bring the left foot up towards the ceiling. And can we step that left foot over? We'll open up the hip. And then float the left hand up. We open up the chest, look up towards the wrist. You know, if our hips don't move like this that early in the morning, you don't worry about it. Just try your best. You know, we can do that. That's okay. Wherever you're at, it's cool. It's actually more than cool. It's dope as hell. Alright, so then we're going to bring the left hand down. Straighten out the left leg again. See if we can bring the left leg over to the left. Right? I call this the Rose McGowan and Planet Terror. Back and forth. Right? Because she has a gun for a foot and shoots people like this. And just play with that maybe 3 times. I know it's a lot. Maybe we bend the knee. That might make it a little easier. Straight. Play with that. Bring it down. And then we're going to do the same thing to the right side. So press strong through the hands. Step back on the right foot. Come onto the left fingertips. Float. Levitate. Hold. Brace your core. Squeeze your glute. Point through your back heel, not your toes. So we're going to flex the toes towards you. Can we crunch the knee to elbow? Big exhale. Squeeze your core. Plant the hands. Step the right foot up and over. Right hand floats up. We look up towards the right. Breathing deep through our nose. We're not forgetting to breathe. Right, right. Sound good? Hand comes down. We straighten out the right leg. And then we bring the right leg straight over to the right side, either with a bent or straight knee a few times. Good. And then we bring the knee in, we drop the knee. And we're going to come into a well-deserved child's pose. Right? So we're going to butt back towards the heels, arms are straight, forehead connects with the ground. We're going to breathe here for like 30 to 45 seconds. our next inhale, we're going to look forward. Now we're going to get jiggy with it. Now the bass is coming in. We're going to do a couple rounds of vinyasa flows. So we're going to snake our chest through between our hands, bend the elbows, straighten the elbows up into upward dog or cobra. Squeeze the glutes, chest forward, chin up. And then we're going to tuck the toe. Send the hips back, straighten the legs, down dog. Work the heels towards the ground. Maybe we have to pedal out the feet left and right a few times. Whatever your down dog looks like is phenomenal, I promise. Good, we're going to shift forward into plank. For one breath, drop the knees, untuck the toes, back to child's pose. So let your forehead connect, straighten out through the arms, take it to an active child's pose. So we're stretching through the back, squeezing the core. Inhale, look forward, descend the chest between the hands. Press up. Down dog. Plank. Drop the knees, child's pose. Two more times. Can we handle it? Yes, you can. Up dog. Take it slow and control. On your own breath. No hurrying in Sabbath Sunday yoga. Down dog. Plank. Child's pose. One more time at your own pace, on your own breath. I'm not going to say shit to you. You do it. And we're going to meet back in a child's pose. Briefly. Then we're going to push ourselves up onto our heels. If this is too hard to sit on your heels, just come up on your knees. That's okay. Shift back and forth, side to side. We're going to warm up our shoulders a little bit. So, if it ever becomes too much to sit on your heels because it hurts your knees, it hurts your quads, just sit on your butt or come up onto your knees. So, big arms out to the side, one palm up, one palm down. We look towards the palm that's up, and then shift and look to the opposite side. Rotating from our rotator cuff, warm up our scapula back. Once. Let's go for our neck and our alignment. Great way to start the day. Just a few times. Love that. Let's come to neutral gaze, scarecrow arms, or 90-degree angle arms, and then down and up, just like that. Feels good, right? It's harder than you would think. After that, elbows come into our sides, glue them in. We go hands to our belly, and then hands open. We squeeze our back, open the chest. Depress the shoulders. So you don't want to be all crunched up like this. You want the shoulders to be down and away from your ears. Big long neck. Open and close. I was going to make a Father's Day joke about the big long neck thing, but I decided against it because I'm mature and teaching yoga to people. Now that you know that, it kind of ruins it, doesn't it? Oh well. That's how we do. Awesome. Can we just do some shoulder circles, like one arm at a time? Really reach back, open up the chest, come forward, and down. And now let's reverse that. So the thumb comes up, all the way back to the point where you can't go back anymore. Then rotate the thumb down, and bring it straight down. Magic. I forgot to alternate sides, so we'll do 2 on each side. It was meant to be that way today. Awesome. Can we plant the left hand, extend through the hips so we come up, give our knees a break, lift the right arm up and over, we arc. And we push ourselves to the other side, cartwheel the hands, make some devil horns on the way there if you are so inclined to give Sabbath some love, which I always am. Let's do that again. Yeah, nice to see you. Hold, breathe, stretch through the whole side. We push our hip out to the right. Same thing on the other. Oh my God, and that's side 1 already. I love it. Alright guys, I want you to play with this now. Let's come up onto our knees and just try to reach one hand back towards the heel and the other hand lifts up. So it's called a half camel pose. Right, just playing with a little back bend. I want you to go through that a few times. I'm going to flip the record. Side B already. It's a wicked world out there, so we got to strengthen ourselves for it. With Sabbath. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, oh my Satan. Alright, let's come up. Well, again, we can either sit on our heels, our butts, up on our knees, doesn't matter. We'll give our back bends a break. We'll take the right hand and get the right knuckles to our left outer shoulder. And can we try to reach our left hand up and grab the hands like that? If you're here, live there. That's okay. Now we're going to straighten and work through the same thing towards the other side. Good job. We'll let those go. And if we're on our heels, can we try to lay back into a quad stretch so we come back on our forearms? We can just hang out here. If this is too much, just stay in child's pose or sit on your heels. That's okay. If this is okay, maybe we can lay all the way back on our back. Proud of you for trying. Wherever you're at, we're going to push ourselves back up to a seat. And if we can grab our heels and come into a camel pose, push your hips through, or just a half camel, that's why we practiced before this. But if we're open enough to come into a full back bend, push your chest forward, let your head drop, squeeze your butt, and back. Open up the chest and the throat's a great thing to do in the morning. One at a time, we let the hands go. Plant the hands in front of you, and we're going to step back to a down dog. Readjust as you need to. Take a big breath here. And can we lift the right leg up and back? Maybe we bend the knee and open stack the hips. Maybe if you're really good, we can plant this right foot, bring the right hand up, and flip. But don't try that if you've never tried that before. Not on Sabbath Sunday morning. We'll work up to that. This is for the advanced yogis. Wherever you're at, we're going to come back to three-legged dog with the right foot up and back. We step the knee to the nose, feet between the hands. Can we drop the back left knee, untuck the toe, rise up both hands, low lunge. Interlace the fingers, maybe we look up and give ourselves a little back bend, stretch that front hip flexor so we dip into the knee a little more. We drop the right hand down and arc the left hand over. Solo sick as fuck. Bring both hands up and then we twist open to the right. Both hands come out to a T. You look back to the right. And we drop the right fingertips towards the heel. Left hand comes up. Spin forward. We straighten the front leg. Come up on the heel. Toes point back. Wake up our hamstring. Half split pose. If anyone wants to take a full split right now, be my guest. I'm not. Maybe later. Come back later. Right hand on the inside of our right foot, so both the hands are together. We rebend the right knee to come into a lizard lunge. So we're on the right side of the foot. Tuck the left toe, straighten the leg. Pry that hip open and breathe. Good. Wherever we're at, however's easy for you, if we need to reset and drop the back knee and then drag the leg back, we're going to come back into a child's pose. One more breath here. As we come back up to down dog, do the same thing on the left side. So the left foot lifts straight up and back. Maybe we open stack the hips, maybe we flip, maybe not. Do whatever works for you. Either way, we're holding that down dog or the down dog split if we're not flipped. So good. Come back to the down dog split, and we bring the left knee to the nose, plant the left foot between the hands. Drop the back knee, low lunge. Big breath up. Just hold, brace your core. Drop the left hand down, arc the right hand over. Open and twist. Look back to the left. Left hand down, right hand up. Half split. Headbanging is totally allowed in Sabbath Sunday yoga. It's in fact encouraged. Just don't hurt your neck. Or do. Lizard. I know you remember it. You're not that dumb. And either take it back to a child's pose or just drag this left foot back to a plank. If you had to come to child's pose first, meet us in a plank. Bend the elbows to send the chest between the hands. Chaturanga, push up. Slide forward, lift up. Down dog. Then we walk the feet in towards the hands. For a forward fold, exhale, squeeze the belly in, let the head, chest, and shoulders be heavy. Inhale, hands to knees, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, back into a forward fold. Press through the heels, straighten the legs, lengthen the hamstrings, fall forward, over the knees. Press through the heels all the way up, one vertebrae at a time. Into a back bend. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. And take one big deep breath of power here. And we're going to step the right foot a little forward. Give me a slight bend in the right knee. And then drop the left leg back. Toes point at 45 degrees. We spin forward to a warrior one. And we're just holding here. Drawing the right hip back, left hip forward so our pelvis is square. Even. Aligned. That's what we want. We want alignment on Sabbath Sunday. In many ways. We straighten the right leg, and maybe we fall forward and bring our fingertips to the knee, ankle, or the ground. Rebend the right knee. We step the left foot back more, point the left toe straight out, rise up for a warrior deuce. Maybe we make devil horns like Ronnie James Dio. And then we look at the space in between our fingers and the devil horns on our right hand, bend that right knee more. Or down, but do. Just hold and breathe, just like we're resting. Reverse warrior, so the right hand comes up, left hand comes down. Side angle, right forearm to the right thigh, left arm straight. Try to create a straight line between your left leg and your left fingertips. Maybe from here we could straighten the left arm up, straighten the right leg, and the right fingertips maybe could come towards the ground for a triangle. If everyone's real good, maybe we can bind here, so we bend the left arm, sweep the right arm under, and connect. You'll see it better on the other side. Or wherever your triangle is phenomenal. We're going to bring both hands to the inside of the right foot, bend the knee again for lizard. And we step it back to a plank. And we hold the plank for a breath. Let's take a push-up, slide forward, lift up. Down dog again, left leg lifts. Step the left foot, then the right foot, forward fold. We're going to inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up into a back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. One deep breath from your feet all the way up to your head. Feel nice and powerful. As we bring our left foot forward a little bit, slight bend, drag that right leg back. Warrior one. Find length, right? Through the sides of your body, your spine is tall. We are aligned and we're breathing and rocking. Straighten the left leg and push the left hip back. Maybe we fall forward to whatever point we're comfortable with. And we just hang out here and breathe. Rebend the left knee, step the right foot out, come up to a warrior two on the other side. Maybe we make those devil horns again. I highly encourage it. Left hand up, right hand down. Side angle, left forearm to the left thigh. Right arm up and over. Straighten out the left leg. Right arm straightens right up. Triangle. This is maybe we take the bind this way. Plant the right hand. Maybe we come to a lizard now. Again. And we step it back to a plank. And we take one final chaturanga push-up. slide. Forward lift up, down dog. Maybe we walk the feet in, heel toe them out a little bit wider. Bring the hands behind you, interlace the hands. Straighten the arms out, forward fold. Good. Can we plant the hands in front of us on the fingertips? And we're going to transition into a squat. So maybe we need to bring the heels in slightly more if you took a nice wide stance. Bend the knees, send the hips back and down. And we're going to try to rest in a squat with our hands at our chest. Elbows to our knees. Spine is straight. And we breathe. Can we press up and come back into a forward bend again with our arms behind it? Can we drop back into a squat? Can we play with that? Right. Sometimes I like to rest my arms on top of my knees. Whatever works for you works for me. Maybe we try to bring the left hand down, fingertips down, spin the right arm up, and look back, open up the thoracic spine. Sometimes I like to try to take a bind here too. I know it's a little advanced, but it's really good to work towards that. You're going to open up the chest. That's the antidepressant pose. And just good posture, good for sexiness, good for everything. And we're holding the squat to the guitar solo in Wicked World, and everything is going to be fine. I really promise. Everything is going to be fine. Take one more big breath here. And press up through the heels into a forward bend or a back bend with the arms up overhead. And we're going to bring it into a forward bend. Let everything go. Take a nice big exhale and just sway back and forth. Keep the sway going as we come up. And just twist. Let your arms go wherever your arms want to go. That is okay. Loosening up everything, getting the energy flowing. We're creating good vibes inside and outside of you and us right now. Alright, so now let's take another big inhale up overhead. We bend to the right, side bend. We bend to the left. We come up all the way down to a toe touch. Plant the knees. Bring your feet forward. And we're going to lay down onto your back, knees up, and straighten the legs. Now you can either prop your butt up, make a little elevation station with your hands, and lay back, and just vibe here, and let the inversion pose take effect. Blood flow returns from your feet to your head and heart, or we can take it to a shoulder stand. We lift the butt up, hands come under the tailbone, we're on our shoulders and forearms to support us. Well, I guess we're not on our forearms, the back of our arms, the triceps. And then we brace the core, straighten the legs, straighten the spine, and we support our lower body with our hands under our tailbone. And we tuck the chin in towards the chest and we point the toe. Maybe we bring this to a plow so the toes come behind the head if we're there. Everybody roll up one vertebrae at a time to a seat. Soles of the feet come together and we're butterflying this bitch. straighten the left leg. Right leg stays in. We reach for the toes on the left foot with either our left hand or our right arm arched over like this. And then we switch sides. Good job breathing. Last stretch. Breathe into the sides. We come forward. We straighten both legs out. Inhale up and fall forward into a forward fold, seated forward fold stretch. Just go to the point where your body wants you to go, and we vibe. Breathe in to the discomfort and the tightness, and you will only get better the more you do it. The more you keep practicing, which we will continue to stream these free on Sabbath Sundays. But if you want more, you know where to find our Patreon page. We do this all the time and other things. We would really love to see you there, man. So let's come back into a fish pose. So we straighten our legs. We're on our forearms this time. Head is back. We open the chest and throat. It's always important to open that up after an inversion pose. And then we just fall back into a corpse pose, right? Let everything chill. We've reached the end. And we're laying here, breathing, playing dead. Close down your eyes and let the effects of the Sabbath Sunday ritual seep into your corpse. That is the purpose of the corpse pose at the end of the day. Stay here and breathe. If you're uncomfortable with silence, maybe you want to throw on some more Sabbath, that's cool. I encourage you all to stay in corpse pose for 5 to 10 minutes and just enjoy it. You're lovely. I'm going to sign off here and say namaste to you. I want you to keep playing dead because that's what it's all about. I love you. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.